When you're reading your IB scores in Canvas, there are a couple of things for you to keep in mind. First of all, remember that your formative and summative assignments are scored on a 1 through 8 scale, with 5 being considered generally high quality or mastery. In each of your courses, you will be scored on 4 different criteria. So throughout the year, you'll be able to see how you're doing in each of those 4 areas. And at the end of the year, you'll receive one overall score that combines those 4 criteria. And then also remember that your final score will be based on trends and growth. So throughout the course, we are looking for you to improve your learning and your skills. If you start at the beginning of a course with a low score, know that by the end of the course, we're hoping that you will move up to a higher score. Your final score will not be an average of the beginning of the year score and the end of the year score. Instead, we'll be looking at the criteria language, the rubrics, and then also how have you grown and how have you shown evidence of your learning. When you are looking at your progress on Canvas, the best view is through ClassLink. So don't use the Canvas app to see how you're doing in each of those 4 areas. Instead, use ClassLink. And that view will look very similar to the view that I'm showing you here. When you go to the home page for your class that you want to check your scores on, go to the Grades tab. Then you'll be able to see 2 different ways of looking at your scores. You can go to the Assignments tab right here, and there you'll be able to see your individual assignments and the score for each, whether you turn things in late or missing. When you want to see how you're doing in each of the 4 criteria, then you go to the Learning Mastery tab. So I can see here criterion A, B, C, and D. Now I can at a glance see if I've mastered or reached the 5 in any of the strands of that criteria. So I can see in criterion A, I've mastered 1 of 4. Criterion B, I've mastered all 3. In criterion C, 0, and criterion D, 1. If I want to dig in a little bit more, I can see in criterion A that I have a 5 in analyzing. This whole criterion is analysis, but it's got a lot of different strands. I see that I'm not doing as well in identify and comment on significant aspects of the text. So I know that I need to make sure that I am using a lot more details in my writing. And the same for justifying opinions, but my analysis or my thinking skills are strong. Then I can also look and see in criterion B, which is organization, I'm doing really well. I can organize things very well, but I know that I need to produce text more. And that goes along with some of the things in criterion A. So I need to explain and give more details, but I see I'm close to mastery because I'm at a 4 for some of the strands there. So that way I can look at a glance, have I mastered anything? And as I look in each of the different criteria, I can see how close I am to mastering different criteria. And in that way, I can get an overview of my scores right now in Canvas.